1 trillion, bro. Let's get into it. So I wanted to reflect and recap on a year, not only for myself, but y'all as well. And one of the main reasons is because I feel like in this business, it can always seem like super just analytical or professional, quote unquote. And I feel like a lot of these conversations are had and they're needed. You feel me? Just for documenting purposes, but also to help the next group of people embarking on this journey or at the beginning of their journey, take it further, not make the same mistakes, and maybe even could give you some epiphany moment that'll allow you to take your brand to the next level. You feel me? Sometimes I didn't see one video and I'm like, oh, I need to save this. This is the exact video I needed that I didn't know I needed. You feel me? So to just document the journey and to keep these mental receipts and in the physical of that I am actually doing the things that I said I wanted to do. Because sometimes we get caught up in our minds and being like, damn, I'm not doing enough. I didn't do this. I stood in bed all day today. You're not realizing that when you have all these mental receipts and all these things written down, your goals written down, and you're checking them off, you can go back and see, no, actually, I'm doing way better. You feel me? Actually, I'm exceeding a lot of my goals. Actually, I'm ahead of a lot of my goals. That'll able to get you out of that cycle and also be able to ground you. You feel me? Because you're practicing this reprogramming of your brain that it's okay to rest. It's okay to not be indoctrinated in hustle culture. It's okay to just be present and enjoy life and not be caught up in this, because this is how we make our bread. It's not who we are. You feel me? So that being said, that's why I really wanted to do this video. We're going to talk about bestsellers, goals that I had, plans for next year, what I could have did better, and a whole bunch of other stuff, because y'all know I'll be going on these tangents. I'm gonna do my best to keep it structured for y'all, right? What I want to talk about first is goals that I hit, right? I'm gonna pop it up on the screen for y'all. I'm not gonna read all of them verbatim. We're gonna be here for a minute. You feel me if I do that? Tell y'all the ones that stand out to me the most, and then we're gonna talk about it a little bit. If y'all looking at this list, if that video hasn't come out yet, I know I'm gonna be dropping a video explaining how you can organize your year and then break it down into quarterly and then weekly and stuff like that. It doesn't feel so overwhelming and daunting. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, let's get into it though. So some of the ones that stand out as far as the goals that I accomplished this year was make 60K. Bro, when I tell y'all last year around this time, I was excited because I hit this goal fast. And the reason why I did 60K for this upcoming year was because I ended last year with the 30 plus K. You feel me? Like probably doing like 40, 35 to 40, right? And that was because several reasons, but I was just like, damn, my goal in that first, well, in my first year, I made more than 30K. Let me say that. From February to December, I made 35K, and my goal was to make 10K within a year, bro. You feel me? So I surpassed that goal, like, and I think a lot of it came from me just writing it down, being organized, having a plan, sticking to it, allowing things to come through to me in a moment. You feel me? Also not being structured on my plan, set in stone on it, which is what I feel like I flourish at anyway, which is the ebb and flow of life. And it's just how I hit that, it was crazy. It got to a point where when I hit February, I was just like, yo, I feel like I could do 100K this year. And I still felt like I could have did 100K this year. And I think I talk about that in another video about why I didn't. If not, we'll talk about that at the end. That goal really stood out to me because it was just like, damn, bro, like you exceeded that by I just been exceeding all my goals drastically, and I'm just grateful for that. Create a short film for my drops. I just dropped it, and it is a short film, low key, because I feel like when I watch it, it's just not a traditional with like a story in the sense of, I would say it's a project, more so it's a project that I did. And then I also dropped this short film low-key too that I did in the train station. It didn't come out exactly how I wanted to. I made it work though. It was good though. I'm gonna claim those projects because now going into this next year, they're giving me the confidence to step into it. I have one script done already that I done, and I was supposed to shoot this year. And then I have another script that I'm working on now that I feel like it's a great idea as well to do for my brands. Now going into this next year, I'll tell y'all when in the next year plans, I'll tell y'all, we'll talk about those things, bro. But let's keep going. I got Kyrie in my jacket, my shirt. Maybe he wore my jacket, I don't know. But I gave him everything I dropped with the brand inside. And I blessed some of the people in his team as well. It was crazy because it was an event, Fashion Week. And if New York is the mecca of fashion, right? So Fashion Week came, Kyrie popped out. He did a promotion with Anta, like, and I was like, oh, I want to go in general because one, I support him from afar, you know, person from what I've seen and stuff like that, how he's carried himself for what I've seen. And then also I fuck with him as a basketball player too on that aspect and shit too. So it was just like, yo, I definitely want to go and see if I could buy some sweats or something like that. I was like, damn, I don't really have it. Fast forward, when I get to the event, he has everything. Basically, everything was free. You get one free item. I didn't know that coming, and I don't think he advertised that either, and I'm glad he didn't, though. You feel me? Because the real people gonna pull up, and then if you did, you got blessed. I got some anti sneakers for the free ski. Lit. Also, let me tell you how the universe works in mysterious ways. I was on the back of the line. I was waiting to get in, bro. That shit was like not moving, bro. You don't know he be streaming now. His team was like down, and they see my jacket, and they pulled it. They're like, yo, that jacket is hard. And he was like, yo, just go ahead, tell people about your stuff. And I was like, oh shit, all right. I told people about my stuff. And then he told me the chat was saying that shit was hard, and I was like, damn, that's crazy, bro. Just like, damn, that's love, you feel me? Because that's low-key, like, I feel like my people too adjacent, you feel me? It might not have been the community I built, but like part of a community or you guys built, you need to meet like my people and like individuals at that, you know. It was just dope. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Fast forward, his teams come by and it's like, you know, crowd and stuff. I speak to the dude that I pulled up before. I told him like, bro, would it be cool if I gave Kyrie like a piece? So he gets like yeah, bro. Like he set that little position up, and when I tell you, I was nervous, bro. Not OD, but it was just like, it was one of those moments because I'm already in the, I don't idolize celebrities or like, this is just like us for the most part. I'm not gonna say all niggas, but niggas is just like us for real. So it's like, you feel me? I don't be losing my mind. Like it's just a matter of like, it was just all of this stuff of me writing it down, me speaking it to existence. It just all culminated in this moment, me doing everything for my brand. It was just a culmination of that shit. And I was nervous a little bit. I said it out loud, nigga. I was like, nigga, you gotta say it out loud. Cause I was, and he's streaming. And then mind you, when I did it, it just felt like, cause it was little pockets of people, but like I felt like when I started speaking to him, it was just like mad niggas around recording. He was streaming, and then I was like, yo, I was breaking it down, they good, and I was like, damn, I was nervous. I think he said, yo, bro, you good? And then I was just like, yo, this is what my brand is about. This is what we gonna be doing. And then I kind of feel he's like, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, kind of the basis of what we're gonna be doing and stuff like that. And I just wanted to give you your flowers, and you know, and that was a brief conversation, and it was dope, bro. But it's like little things like these, not little things, we ain't gonna even say that. Moments like these are just like, damn, like you really speak to shit. Like what you desire is really like on the other side. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna say I'm shocked, because when I say these things and I write these things down, I know that it's certain. That's the knowing I have in myself, the belief. I wouldn't even say faith, because it's not like to a certain degree, but it's like I know that this shit is gonna happen. It's just a matter of when. You feel me? So when it happens, it's nothing like when it happens, because it's still gotta happen. You feel me? You still gotta experience it to just be like, damn, this shit really happened. Not to get long-winded, but that was just like a dope experience, and I'm grateful. And I had a video for y'all, and I deleted it, and I knew I shouldn't have deleted it, bro. Last part I want to add to that story is like, I met his stylist, right? I made a video, like I didn't post that, I ended up deleting it, but I made a video of me recording like a package, and this was blind faith. You feel me? Like jacket, I don't think I had the shirts yet, so I sent him the jacket with a note and just saying how much I appreciate him, how much he's inspired me throughout creating this collection, and etc., right? And I shipped it to the Dallas Mavericks facility, right? When I was speaking to his stylist, first of all, the fact that you understand, his stylist is dealing with people, and people probably showing him clothes all the time, just dealing with clothes. That's his job, bro. Like, you feel me? For a vocal, I would assume, is looking at clothes, bro. He tells me, like, chopping it up with him, and he's like, yo, like, jacket looks familiar. Oh, like, just put that in Kyrie's closet yesterday. Like, I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I just put that in Kyrie's closet yesterday. You sent it to like, I was like, yeah. When I sent it was February. I sent it like January. And I think, oh yes, it wasn't that far in between. I don't know. I don't remember when Fashion Week was. If it was early summer or like in February, whatever the case may be. It was a couple months after that. And I was like, oh shit, like you did send this. So it just shows you how the universe is always working in your way, because he would have happened regardless. You feel me? So I say all that to say is what's meant for it. You feel me? Like it would have happened regardless, which is why you don't know the story. But I don't want to get too like shit. But just when you in alignment, trust me, shit is gonna happen. Similar thing happened with Chaka Khan, bro. But that's a whole nother conversation. You feel me? But we got Chaka Khan in our jacket too, which is dope. And now I built the relationship with her people as well, and they're cool as hell. Like it's just good. You know what I mean? I keep thinking about that snippet with that Drake and Future song. But at least, what else I got that stood out? Because I was chatting to y'all for a minute, man. Black Wall Street again, yeah, it's pretty good. What else? What's some big ones? Do a photo shoot for each drop, which I did. I'm actually really glad about that. I bought some more racks, nothing too crazy. Make 5K at a pop-up shop. If you haven't watched my Black Wall Street Festival, the first one that I did, I made around 3 to 4K. That was my first ever pop-up that I paid for. And I was like, damn, this is with like little no recognition. You gotta understand, this is how you know meant for you when shit is happening. All these goals fast. Yo, the YouTube video just like, I know what it's watching right now. Oh, okay. Hitting all these goals fast, and it's just like, and you starting to get recognition like early. People are like actively trying to put you in position with all these other people. Like, it's just such things start happening for you that you didn't think was gonna happen in that first year or even in the second year, etc. Like, it started happening rapidly back to back. That was kind of one of those things. Like, I was like, yo, I know I could do this easily. If I did 3K at this event and the traffic was cool, but it wasn't crazy, like, you feel me, I could do that. And I did that multiple pop-up shops. You feel me? Like, even just going to a block party, I was making like 3K. And this is just me walking through people. Like, you feel me? Like, people stopping. Imagine you making 3K. This is what I'm trying to say. It's big. And I'm out. To be able to do that, man, was dope. You feel me? Like, oh, I have get a sewing machine. I haven't got that yet because I had to spend, it's a lot of stuff that happened in life. Like I told y'all, if I haven't, in this video, like my mom, a whole bunch of shit has happened this year. I had to allocate money to different shit. That's why I haven't done that. You know, trademark my brand, that was another huge one I felt like I needed to do because it was starting to take off. I'm like, oh, this is real. I'm not gonna go too much on this because I want to move on, but trademark means much to me because it's like that. Yes, the LLC was me being like, okay, I'm gonna take this serious, but trademark was another, it was like, I like the final boss of like, okay, what you gonna do for the next couple of years, you feel me, as your main thing until you need to be able to do all the other passions that I have. Like, this is going to be the main one, and that's a big step for me because I've been struggling to stick with one thing, like because of imposter syndrome, that I know that now, and so many other reasons, like just doing something and then going to something else, you feel me. Like, this was the first thing, and I think a lot of it, the reason was not only I'm a person that I need to see results. I'm not gonna lie. I can do things without seeing it, but I need to see results. That's because of well, it is a sense of like patience, but it's more because of how my brain processes information. Like, it's go 24/7, and I also know what I'm capable of. I need to be able to see it, and it doesn't need to be crazy. It just needs to be, it could be something small, but I need to see some sort of progress or some sort of signs outside of like me, myself, that this is gonna work. You get what I'm saying? When that started happening for me, and like in a major way, more than I could think of, and just like, it was just a huge step. It was reaffirming to me like, yo, this is the one, like, this is one that's gonna get you out the hood, quote unquote, you feel me? This is the one that's gonna be able to help my family. This is, you feel me? And all these other thoughts. So trademark, it wasn't just as simple as like, oh, boom. It came with many other thoughts and feelings and stuff like that, and its own life. When I did that and it went through, you feel me? I was just like, wow, like, this is legit. I mean, already legit. This is a big moment for me, and I'm grateful for that moment as well. Like, you need to look back and reflect on that. That was the goals that I did, you feel me? And then the ones I'll go off a couple, because there's only a few that I didn't do. Sell out Black Friday, and I'll speak on that, and if I haven't already, why I didn't, which I think I have in the previous video. I did release 2 to 3 drops actually. Get 3 samples, that's a money thing. I kind of touched on that with y'all. Gain 500 subscribers on Postscripts. I didn't do that. I would do that during the holiday season. That was another thing why, like, the holiday season wasn't what I wanted to be, and I'll touch on that a little bit later. Start creating custom package for each drop. Actually, I have done that. Not for the other ones that I didn't drop, but any drop that I have, well, something like that. I went in a new direction with that. And then, yeah, I have take a class for sewing. I haven't found what I wanted to do yet. Get more samples, that's a money thing. Create more pins, that's another one too. I got pretty much hit. Like, everything else I did. Oh, have a sellout drop. I haven't sold out like in one day. That's something I really want to achieve, and I feel like I can really do that shit next year. I know I can't do that next year. Yeah, it's like 3 of goals out of all of these goals that I wrote down that I did not achieve. And I wrote down probably like, this is like 30 plus goals I wrote down, you feel me? I'm just, like I said, I don't got too much on it. I already talked y'all out. Pause. I already talked y'all ears off for a minute. And then what I want to get into is bestsellers. Surprise, surprise. It was my Black Panther jacket, my members only jacket, and then right behind it is Asada. I am excited for, as I start to build more of an audience, just like, because it's dope seeing what you think is going to do good versus what you think is going to do, what you think is going to be your hair product, and then what you think is just going to do good. And sometimes that swaps, right? For example, with my t-shirts, I felt like my Huey P. Newton, my Revolutionary Suicide shirt was going to do the best. And just because it was black, and I feel like it was black and red, you could wear it with everything. It is fire, but it's black and red, you feel me? It's not. Sometimes a lot of times people like to dress simple, you feel me? Shockingly, it was my Asada tee, and which is even more shocking is that that's more, it's not a solid white color. It is a white, essentially like an off-white t-shirt. And you know how it is with our community and white t-shirts and how we be saving bread. We don't, a white t-shirt is not our number one go-to unless it's like a regular, you feel me, as far as like designer shit, because we always think, you know, that it's gonna mess up, that it's not gonna last as long. If you like somebody that's budgeting your money and stuff like that, you probably gonna opt for a black shirt or something darker. That Asada tee was the number one seller. And the thing with what's crazy about that shirt is I got a vision that I needed to make that shirt. And that sounds crazy, but all my other shirts I had visions of, like, you feel me, like I had a vision of the revolutionary suicide, and then the other shirts I didn't drop, that one came, and when I made it, that one gave me like the most problems, you feel me, because I just felt like it wasn't right, and I didn't want to make an Asada tee just yet. It was supposed to originally be Angela Davis. I still haven't cracked the code on her shirt yet. I've been trying to make something for Angela Davis, you know, for, however, getting back to the Asada tee, it wasn't, I would make that yet, because I like to create off of a place of like, obviously I know what Asada Shakur was to a certain extent. I didn't know enough yet. Like, I wanted to read her book. I wanted to do a whole bunch of different things before I do that, to basically put more of myself and pay respects, you feel me, do it in the best way I can possible to honor her and her legacy. And I just got a vision that I needed to make it, and then I made it. And then I remember being like, the Cuban flag on the back, I'm like, this is actually trash. Like, you feel me? I was going back and forth, like, damn, I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the back of that shirt. And it took me a minute, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna just make it. And then when I got it made and I finally seen it on a mannequin, I was like, oh, that actually looks fire, like how I kind of intended it to, or even better. And people loved it. That's my shirt. And even some months it might beat out the jacket, like if I have it in stock, or like just it beat it out. That being said, I want to go into the next thing, which is entry points. Actually, I'll talk to y'all about that at the end, you feel me? I'll talk to y'all about the end. Anyway, let's move on, right? Let's go to what I can do better before we get into like overall experience next year, etc. What I could have did better: money management. I'm not gonna stay too long on this. I'm not the person that, I didn't spend my money irresponsibly, and I wasn't buying a whole bunch of things. Like, I bought one thing, which is this TV. As far as like everything else was an investment in my brand. This was the only quote unquote selfish purchase that I've made since I've started my brand. I've been doing good on that. Where I haven't though is buying food, you feel me? Though I need food to survive, I do have groceries, and a lot of the time I'll have groceries in the crib, so I don't need to be spending that bread on food, you feel me? I'm talking about, I ain't want to get into it with y'all, but I know me, I have this food lifestyle, you feel me? And I need to just relax, you feel me? Which I've been doing better. Like, I put a system in place. We going with money management. And my business card has this folder feature, so it allows you to kind of separate within the same bank accounts. We gonna lock in with a lot of those things, and I'm not gonna spend as much money as I did last year on food here. I promise y'all, we gonna do better with that. Other ways, money management, that's the main thing. That's really all I got for y'all. Like, I'm gonna put a system in place, and yeah, we gonna do better with that. Posting content more consistently and efficiently. This is something that I feel like I definitely need to do. I do feel like I improved from this year, from February, December, because the thing is, when I was posting, when I first launched, I was posting consistently for 4 months, and I got discouraged. Oh, I thought my PlayStation fell asleep. And I got discouraged that, bro, you need to be on my videos, not nobody else's videos, respectfully. And I got discouraged because I wasn't getting no hits, bro, no views, no licks, no dope, no nothing. Like, I wasn't getting no dopamine, no nothing. Like, it was this clip, bro. And that played into a lot of part. I think I spoke of earlier. I just was posting stuff that didn't really resonate with me and that I didn't really want to post. I felt like I needed to post, because, you know, you get sometimes watching like these videos, need to do this. It's like, nah, bro, I need trust in what I need to do. And you feel me? Once I made that shift, it was good. Thing is, I'm putting out this high quality content. I need to create a system around where I can do it more efficiently and more consistently. You feel me? Instead of for me just doing like whatever, and then, you know, shooting and having all this content for the holiday season, if I could like spread it out, if I could do it in the summer instead of like putting it end of the summer or something like that, you feel me, where I can just make these moments more consistent, you know, find it where I can start doing this more. Because I want to go into and I'll speak more about it if I don't forget, about like, I kind of as like TV spots. I'm gonna start shooting these TV spots for my brand, which is like showcasing message and also storytelling, and also me tapping into the filmmaking aspect, because y'all know I don't know, that's an aspect I want to tap into, especially with my brand and beyond that. This is me like kind of in it. That's something I want to do as well. And I want to just get to a point where I'm posting everything, you know, just not necessarily like, I don't have to do like 1,000 shoots, or don't have to be crazy and elaborate, but just finding creative ways to keep the quality high and bring these, you know, like just make it a thing. Because the thing of campaigns is they can last you a long time, y'all. Like, for example, my experience, right? I shot all those videos, I think late, like November. I didn't even do it in the summertime. And I posted, whenever, right before the holiday season, and I posted from November. I used all of that content from November all the way until next year, like March, bro, for pictures, videos, non-stop, and it was going crazy for me. You get what I'm saying? And that's because I had one video pop off. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need a lot. So like, if I just like these campaigns, right, if I could like 3 to 4, and I could really break it down, like, okay, I'm gonna do type of videos, I'm gonna do this type of character. And the good thing about it is, like, when one pops off, like one of those content pop off, it'll just fuel everything else. Now you could just keep posting that, and feel me, and it'll just be fueling, etc, etc. That's kind of what we want to lock in on next year. I'm already doing that. I already got one of the scripts done. Time to then take it to the next step of storyboarding, and then after that is getting a team, and then I got a whole bunch of stuff, you feel me, locked in. But that's plans for next year. We'll get into that next. Yes, that's just main goal. Like, I mean, things like I could have did better. I'm sure there's other things too, the main things that I could do better that will help me get to that next level. Like, I think that's the main focus is, and being more organized, you feel me, so just adding more of a sense of organization in my routine. I feel like I have it in a lot of parts of my business, but the parts like the content and things like that, and maybe the money management is not. We want to get better at those. Moving on to plans for next year. How we gonna hit these big goals, right? I'm gonna give y'all three bullet or like things that I will do as far as next year, right? Running ads is really not hard. I think I made a video for y'all. I don't think I posted it yet, but I gotta edit that at some point, of just explaining ads. It's really not hard. Watch a video if you need to when I drop it. That's something I know is gonna take my brand to the fucking moon. You feel me? So let me give y'all a little breakdown. I ran an ad, right, for the first time. It was for 3 days. When was it? I think it was like before Black Friday. I don't remember when I did it, y'all. I did my first ad campaign, right? I had a bunch of creatives, which are essentially ads that you plug in, right? And one of them ended up doing good, so I canceled the other 2. And it was doing above the metrics. It generated me 3 sales, right? I want to say 3 or 2 sales, but numbers that it was pulling in was great. I say all that to say that I didn't go negative for my first campaign, you feel me? And I had it running for 3 days. I spent like, I think I spent $150 collectively, because it was like a $50 a day. I think I spent like $150 or less than, actually, like maybe 60 or 70, case maybe. And I made back, I remember I made 3 sales, and I was selling my jackets at that time for $175. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm knowing like, all right, this is something I don't have to pay people in the future to do, because I actually enjoy this, and it's not something crazy. It's easy. It's literally plug and play, like. And I'm excited to run ads. I say all that to say I'm excited to run ads. I do need to watch like a little refresher course, like just the metrics I pay attention to. Other than that, I know how to create the ad. I know how to do all of that, and that's going to be the thing going on to this next thing. It's going to be hand in hand, shooting high quality content. I kind of spoke to y'all before. I want to really put a team together. Like, thankfully there's a program, Brick. I think I told y'all, I know I told y'all about that in my 2-hour video. Go watch that, with me launching on Black Friday the first time. I spoke of this organization, a nonprofit in Brooklyn. They have one in each borough. Basically, you get access to camera gear for free. You just gotta take like a class that teaches you how to use it. It's OD cheap, and I think even if you can't afford it, they work with you. Like, just to give you the most expensive class I did was $75, and most of them are not even close to that price. You feel me? That was just like an intensive class, like over the course of weeks, how to use a whole bunch of different gear. You don't even have to do that one. When you do these classes, you get access to, like, they just upgraded to Sony F3 cameras. I think I need to refresh that class, but the point is, I'm already locked in. What I used to do before is I always have these great ideas, right? And I feel like I'd be excited and I explain it to people. What I'm realizing now is I need to make it rooted in structure for other people to understand, and for them to be able to like come and support you. Because I could be like, yo, I got this great idea, this is gonna happen, boom 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 boom, that. And a lot more people are more technical, or like even if you're thinking about it from a manufacturing point of view, when I made my jackets, communicated with them before and now is way different. It's way better now because I break down the technical aspect. There's less room for questions or confusion and things like that. So you want to look at it the same way. Now with these great ideas, I'm just putting a system in place to make it for them to be able to look at it and then not only get my energy, but look and be like, oh, okay, I see the vision and it makes sense. Like when I was doing mood boards for my campaign, my photographers, they was like, yo, made sense. They knew what they needed to do. So it's like things like that. I want to really make sure that I create these visualizations, you know, or these technical situations and stuff like that, not just for clothing and stuff like that, for niggas to understand. That goes hand in hand because when I shoot the high quality content, whatever performs well, I could just run it in ads. And also there's going to be other things that I could test. Like I might have maybe it didn't perform good organic, it might perform really good as an ad, like because it's just appealing, you feel me? So it's a whole bunch of different things like that. And then this is more so a goal for next year, but my plan next year is to make six figures in a year. So I was close to doing it this year. Like I said, Black Friday this time was supposed to be the time that I made the rest of the bread. Things just didn't go out. Towards the end of this, I'll kind of speak a little bit on where I feel like things could have went better in that direction too. And yes, make 6 figures in a year is pretty much self-explanatory. I have the product, I have the social proof, I have everything I need. It's easy, and it's pissing me off that I haven't done it and that I know that it's going to be next year, bro. And that comes with ads, like I said, running ads, shooting high quality content. I know that the ads is gonna boom take me to the moon, bro. Like I can't wait for that. We gonna lock in on this. Gonna be a movie, bro. You feel me? I already talked about what I could have did better. Now overall experience. My overall experience for this year was amazing, and I wrote some notes down. Like I put connecting with creators. That's been my favorite thing about doing this. Like building community. Let's put that in. Connecting with creators, being able to connect with people that are like-minded and aligned. Like there's people I can get off the top of my head, bro. Like Daniel, Tasha. You feel me? These are people that I've been with that have supported me in different ways. To my boy Days, this is somebody I met through my brand who has been extremely supportive, been modeling for my brand. There's many different ways he has been supportive. Like Gia, like I could go on and on with everybody, you know, Trey, Ray, like, and this is the people I could list. Trust me, I'm not forgetting about y'all, but it's just like all these people have provided me their energy and see the vision and is supporting. Now you feel me? Because somebody be like, oh yeah, I support, but actually put in action many different ways, you feel me? And I'm so grateful for that, because this is something I wanted to do for so long, which was build community, you feel me? Like this is something that I always wanted. I always say, like, I want the life that I didn't have for myself, for my people, for the world. Eventually, if I decide to have kids, like I want to be the person that I needed when I was younger. And me creating this community is basically doing that. When people invest their time and they support, they don't truly understand how it means to me. Like I don't take that, I promise you, I don't take that lightly. And any way I can help them, I'm going to, because it really takes a village, you feel me? And it gets me out of that place of isolation, because I can't do this by myself, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to say that, I mean, I'm doing a lot of it. It takes a village. Anything to build with scale, it takes a village, you feel me? Getting people to buy in, you feel me? Getting people to support, like in different ways. Like I just have to do in communicating that and putting the intentionality in front of people's faces enough to be like, oh nah, he's serious, or like, oh shit, this is like some real shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Then to be able to, then after that, it's easy, like, you know, like I feel like part is just communicating that and doing it and showing up enough till you hit that point where you actually start boom, 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 like hit that incline just rapidly, and then you can start to get into stuff. Connecting with different creators, again, markets, I put that down, loving markets. I love doing markets. Do y'all know, like when I first started this brand, I was like, yo, I'm not markets. You feel me? I was like, I'm bougie. I'm like, oh shit, because I know me, and I'm like, oh, I guess I thought I did in that sense. I'm like, I don't really want to do markets. I feel like I gotta, because I felt initially I had a thought like I had to show up like everybody else shows up, and I'm like, bro, just be you. Like, you don't. The thing is, what's like your strengths? Like, I'm genuinely, it's easy for me to talk to people about it, you feel me? It's easy for me to step outside my comfort zone, etc. And that was the case. I met so many dope people, I had so many dope conversations. Let me show y'all this video, bro. Is it at? Oh, I hope it didn't expire. Before I show y'all this video, she has been supporting my brand. Shout out to her. She bought, when I did Black Wall Street Festival the first time, she copped the jacket and she made a video, and it was just like, it was so dope for so many reasons. Because I told y'all like before in another video, like when you put all into this, you put your soul, yourself, like your passion, everything you have, then everything you have into a project, and it's from a place of love and intentionality, like you'll notice that the people start to do exactly what you put into that. When I made this, I wanted it to do so many things. I wanted it to make us feel empowered, you feel me, like to cause conversation when you're walking out. People come up to you, like elders, you feel me, or even young people, like, and you, it's a conversation starter in the best way, you feel me, because this is our history, this is your story, you feel me, this is my story, and it's important that we keep these legacies alive for so many different reasons, especially at a time during now where there's so many things happening that it could make you feel like hope and stuff like that. This just shows you like we always find a way, and we've parted a way, and that'll never change. And I say all that to say that this person, she's been like insanely supportive many different ways, and she posted this video yesterday, and she just said all the things that I'm saying to y'all, that I infused in my brand, like that I infused in these pieces. She's saying these things, you feel me? And I can't explain to y'all, like it's the universe works in a mysterious way. When I'm telling my people, like when I was telling my mans Isaiah, like, yo, this is what I want people to feel when these drop, when they buy it, blah blah, and then people are telling verbatim at these markets. You feel me? Or I'm seeing it online and they posting it. Like I'm seeing people post the jackets and doing like recreating the Malcolm X shit. And it's like things that I thought about, like, you feel me? And the fact that people doing it, it just shows that you can't fake this energy shit. You feel me? Like it just, yeah, I want to show you how this.
I know we still can go. I got my Black Panther jacket on, and I got 3 meaningful conversations. 2 from 2 older people, 1 older lady, 1 older man, who stopped me and was like, "You too young to know what the Black Panthers, blah blah." And we actually had a really good conversation about carrying on legacy and the mission. And it was a really sweet moment where they got to share stories with me in regards to the Black Panther Party in New Haven. Then there was another younger gentleman who, shout out to Prolific Tendencies for the jacket. And we outside, because power to the people, yeah.
And then, you know, got another young guy I did a pop-up. She's the founder of that, and she copped and supported the jacket. I say that to say that, oh, let me open this. I've been talking to y'all for like 30 years. I say that, how long I've been talking to y'all? 42 minutes is not bad. It'd be feeling like longer, to be honest. But I say all that to say, like, this overall experience has been great, and like has been like a huge thing. I've met many dope, and for me, like, especially since I'm coming out of a place of isolation, and you know, I'm locking in, I'm meeting a lot of young men in this space, you feel me? Because I tend to connect with women more. Actually, it's kind of like, how can I say this? Because that's not true. It just sometimes what I notice, like, and I've had this conversation with women, I feel like same-sex, like platonic relationships, sometimes there's a more envy, jealousy, and weirdo ass energy versus like from the, so like, you know how you see sometimes you'll see a lot of guy friends, or versus like a guy who have a lot of girlfriends. And I feel like that's my experience. I say all that to say, like, I've met a lot of young men that are dope, that do dope shit, that I've relationship with, like, you mean, and I feel like it's because that's healthy. Like, I want to have other males, other young men in life, or just in my life, that we're all doing great things and we can help each other grow, you feel me? And just eliminate that narrative, you feel me, that we don't help each other, that, you know, all that other weird shit they perpetuate. And that's been happening, and it's been a great, you feel me, like, to just do that and see all of this dope art and see other people's perspective on like a lot of the same stuff that's going on, you feel me, whether it be Black Panthers or Black history or Black activism or just being Black, the Black experience. Like, it's an amazing to have, and your purpose, you realize everything that you could have hoped for, even things you didn't know, you get to start to like experience, like, and I'm grateful for it, bro. Just between connecting with people and then markets, this is something I really want to do for a long time, like, you feel me, be more intentional, which I was this year, like being more intentional with the markets I do, and I feel like that has helped me out a lot. That being said, what I will leave y'all with these like last final thoughts, like, if you be a brand, whatever you're starting, like, you coming into this new year, you on your new try, you feel me, meaning like you done something, end something, started something, end something, on your 1000th attempt, bro, just, you feel me, like, lock in with it, you feel me, really have a conversation about with yourself before you engage in this next thing, and be like, okay, is this something that I can do long term, like, keep with it, you feel me, like, if you believe in it, if you have that vision, because 9 times out of 10 you're gonna have a vision or a feeling. We all interpret source in a different way, you feel me? So When you know, and when you just do it, because you don't have that, write it down and take actionable steps every day. It don't got to be crazy. It could be something as one day you just working on your logo, the next day you coloring your logo. You feel me? Like when I first started, I had like a week I was working on one design. You feel me? And a lot of it was just me erasing shit. You feel me? Like, I say all that to say, like, just trust the process, bro. Pour into yourself. You gonna have moments where it's trash. You gonna have moments where it's lit. You feel me? Be present in all of that and understand that you're gonna have ebbs and flows, and that as long as you act from a place of love and you're grateful and you're intentional with everything you're doing, you feel me, like money, and you plan out for these things, that you're gonna be good. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that being said, I love y'all, man. That was my recap of prolific tendencies, you feel me, for 2025. I can't wait to see where we go 2026. I'm gonna come back and watch this and be like, damn, bro, you really did 6 figures, bro. You did that. And you got your grandmother. Listen, I got other goals, though. You feel me? I'm excited for that, and I'm excited to build community. Oh, I will say this one thing. I know I've always saying that, but one of my plans for next year is to do a pop-up too. Like, I'm waiting until I have enough people where I can really pour into it and do it in a major way. You feel me? That being said, for real now, I'm out.